Hello, I'm Miranda Mizen. I'm a principal at TABB Group, and I'd like to talk briefly about what's going on with clearing in Europe. The LSE is said to be acquiring the 78% stake in the Central Counterparty Clearing House, EMCF, and that's currently held by Fortis Bank, which in turn is owned by the Dutch government. If this is so, this will be a very good move for the LSE, which is fast-tracking its strategy to defend and also grow its market share. If the LSE majority owns EMCF, it effectively creates a vertical structure that will look similar in some regard to the Xetra Eurex model, although Nasdaq also owns part of EMCF, of course, and buys the LSE time to develop its own multi-asset clearinghouse, CC&G, that it already owns. Given that we've just spent 2 years breaking open Europe, busting through the walls, and creating pan-European horizontal trading opportunities across the silos, I'm being asked whether the recreation of vertical alignments of execution and clearing is a good thing. The short answer is yes, but there is a but that goes with this. For the exchanges, the diversity of revenue streams and leverage of different businesses is crucial to their flexibility and profitability. They have more opportunities to do interesting things across their different business units, but are also under excruciating pressure to do much more with much less. For the investor, the emergence of pan-European exchanges that comprise verticals of execution and clearing across multiple asset classes provide economies of scale and trading opportunities that might be less available otherwise. But in my view, there are two prerequisites to this. The first thing is competition, and this needs to occur at 3 levels. Individually at the execution level, in the form of MTFs and exchanges competing in the same stocks. Secondly, at the clearing level, which assumes interoperability amongst competing CCPs. And thirdly, at the combined vertical level, i.e., 2 or maybe more vertically aligned pan-European exchanges competing outright. While I'm a strong advocate of competition, I'm also against too much interoperability, and I think that there needs to be a reasonably small number of CCPs, and this will require consolidation. The reason for this is so that you get the economies of scale and real choice. Clearing is essentially a risk management business, and the CCPs need to be well capitalized, have very strong defense lines, and siloed risk to avoid contamination. As trading expands with new business models and across the asset classes, clearing capabilities need to keep up, and this of course requires quite a level of investment. Given the volumes per trading venue as fragmentation continues, it's unlikely that any individual trading environment is going to have more than, say, 2, maybe 3 CCPs. If this is true, then the exchanges and trading venues cannot all have the same CCPs without several of them being left out. And if they don't offer the same CCPs, then the broker has arguably a choice, but he doesn't have a pan-European free choice. So where does that leave us? With the emergence of pan-European exchanges competing head-on in equities, and we're going to see more of this over the next 18 months, and the closer alignment of their businesses, clearing is very, very much in focus. This is not to say that we'll only see vertical structures emerging, rather to point to the momentum behind the changes in clearing, and this is going to be sustained, and I think this year we'll see some interesting developments. This is Miranda Mizen. I'm a principal with TABB Group.